Hi, everybody. Welcome to the very first session ever of the Joyful Writer Method. I'm going to start off with just telling you guys a little bit about myself. I came to New York to be an actor in 1979, and in 1982, my best friend and I decided to write a play to give ourselves a job. We were both waiting tables. We weren't acting, so we wrote a two-character play to star in, and we had some pretty good success at it. And part of the reason that we had good success was we had certain elements in place, and the elements in place were accountability. If we said we're going to be there, I couldn't disappoint her and she couldn't disappoint me, right? Another thing that we had is we had inspiration and like a cheerleader in each other. Right? We had a commitment. We made a commitment to each other that we were going to write this play together because this play was our ticket to superstardom, right? And we created a schedule. And we created deadlines. My mother used to say that the next best thing to a good example is a bad example. And when she said that, she was usually talking about my father. They got divorced. But I've also many times been a bad example. So there are things that I've done that in looking back might not have been the right way to go. So when I started working with other writers, I realized that the number one problem that everyone had was being consistent, right? Okay. If you don't write consistently, first of all, you're not going to get better. If you write consistently, you're going to create momentum. If you write consistently, it's going to become a habit. If you write consistently, you're going to enjoy it more. If you write consistently, you are going to finish. And it's extremely difficult to become a successful writer if you don't finish what you're writing. If you're Kim Kardashian, you can just say, I think I'd like to write a book, and they'll pay you to write it, right? But if it's us, we got to finish it. When I started working one-on-one with clients, what I discovered is that my job as a writing coach when I work one-on-one is part teacher, part mentor, and part therapist. And the reason I say that is because we get in our own way. We talk ourselves out of writing. We don't have time to write. Why don't we have time to write? Oh, well, because we've got to clean out the cat box or, alphabetize our underwear drawer or, well, you know what? That toilet really, it's disgusting. Yeah. And it'll be disgusting 45 minutes from now after you've written, and you can do it then. Or why should I write? I'm no good anyway. It'll never get published. Who cares? How can I write when they're fighting in the Ukraine? Whatever. Right? And guess what? You not writing isn't helping anybody in the Ukraine. I wanted to create something that was affordable, that helped people write more, write consistently, get better, and not listen to the BS that they told themselves or that the culture told themselves about being a writer. Now, all of that is simple, but none of it's easy, because it requires us to make fundamental changes about how we relate to our writing. I see it as threefold, creating the right habits around your writing, creating your right psychological relationship to your writing, and writing, and then teaching you about writing. So it's a threefold thing.